All right. Woo, boy, what a reunion. We are starting this reunion recap, guys. Um, I have to say, what a reunion. What a reunion. Like the OJs say, a family reunion. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna talk like this. Talk about this, of course. The reunion show was, for me, I'm giving it about an 8. They gotta warm up and they're gonna give us the real hardcore Erica talk on maybe the fourth, the last show or the third show. They always do that. They start off easy and then they, get us wound up for like, to make sure we come back and tune in next week. That's the story that, that's how they run it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this reunion, first of all, I want to give y'all a list of things that caught my attention the minute that it started. Okay. So the first thing that I saw that caught my attention was number one. I noticed how old and let's just say Erica has gained some weight. I can tell that she's been stressed and I can tell that she's like really going through it. Her face, you can tell she hasn't had whatever treatment. You know how the girls go get treatments and pull their skin back and get the young, youthful look for the, Ramona Singer is good for that, y'all. I don't know who she sees, but I'm not gonna lie. Every time this woman gets on the reunion, she looked like she's aged 10 years backwards. She's went backwards, meaning if she's in her 60s, she looked like she's in her early 50 years old, or maybe even 40s, like late 40s to me. So the girls go get their little, hair, makeup, and their face done and their body right for the reunion. Poor Erica. I'm pretty certain that, like, she didn't get anything done for the sake of talk. We all know that she doesn't want anyone to know that she is what's the word? That she's got her $20 million still stashed away somewhere. And she don't want us to know it, so she's trying to go on and give us the impression like she did like a few weeks back when she told Kyle that I'm broke, I have $0. So she's trying to look like and act like she has $0. I still don't believe it. I know she got them people money. I don't believe she spent it, and she has no intention on giving it to them. I just want them to do something about it. I'm waiting for a court, for a judge to say you're gonna do some time. If you don't give up, if we don't see 20 million by next month, you got 30 days. You're going to jail. If you can't produce the money, you're gonna do the time. You understand? And I believe that that's the only way they're gonna get the money out of her. To be honest. Okay. So I noticed that first. The second thing I have on my list that I noticed is Kyle. All up in here. Kyle is wrinkle, wrinkle, wrinkle. Y'all, maybe I'm looking too hard, but I'm one of those people. I look at details, I pay attention to details, and that's what I feel. I feel like that's, what I saw. Okay. Now, with Kyle, I noticed that, and even like, her lines are showing, they try not to show their age lines and stuff up in here, but people like us who can't afford to go get all that fixed, we have to show it, and we used to it, and I'm good with it. Okay. I think that, you should grow old gracefully. You don't have to like keep looking like you're 30 years old when you're 60 and 70. That's just my take on it. Okay. So then the third thing I noticed was the fact that poor Garcelle, y'all, Garcelle had to drink not a shot, not 2 shots. Garcelle was sipping on a whole glass of tequila, not vodka, not something light like a glass of wine to kind of mellow. The girl needed a whole glass of tequila to get her ready for this reunion. Now we did hear her say that last year she was they were like on Zoom last year, so she didn't really feel too nervous, and now she's in person. she felt super nervous. And y'all, I just don't get Garcelle. Like, I just don't get how she behaves with these girls. Like, why is she? I feel she's scared of all of them. And if she's not scared of all of them, she must be afraid of like her what she's gonna come off as. If she shows some type of real human emotional feelings about how they talk to her and the things that they say to her, who cares if you come off as a black angry woman? I'd say, yeah, I'm a black angry woman, and you just gave me a reason to behave like a black angry woman. So here she is. Hello. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But she just, to me, she won't give us. She has not yet given me the real Garcelle. She's still, to me, holding back and trying to be this demure TV person, acting, controlling her temper, controlling how she really feels. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with controlling your temper to a degree. We don't want you to get out there and act ignorant and stupid. I keep saying this. But man, come on. These girls was yelling at her, and she was just like, okay, go ahead and make your point. I'm sorry, but I believe if they'd have caught Garcelle off camera, I believe if Garcelle was somewhere pumping gas or sitting down having in a restaurant eating, and a waiter snapped at her and yelled at her like Dorit did, I believe she'd have got yelled right back. She'd have yelled right back at her. That's what I believe. And that's the Garcelle that I want to see. That's the Garcelle I'm trying to see. Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to have you, loving life. You loving life today too, aren't you? I'm loving life too. I'm in pain though. I've been in pain, y'all, all morning. Neck killing me, but I'm gonna do this because this is, I gotta get this done. So anyways, what I was saying. Okay. So that's the other thing. Poor Garcelle having to drink a whole glass of tequila, not a glass of wine. Tequila. I felt bad for Garcelle. Okay. So then the next thing I noticed was how absolutely beautiful those heels were that Sutton was wearing. Did y'all see the heels? Thank you very much. Thank you so much. After this, y'all know I'm gonna eat some sushi and I'm going to sleep. That's what I'm gonna do. And thank you for saying that. So, oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, I'm coming. Y'all give me a minute. That's my son. Oh. All right. I'm so sorry, y'all. I apologize. Okay, so as I was saying, I noticed those beautiful shoes. Loving life. Did you notice Sutton's shoes? Looked like they had like a crystal, like the heel of the shoe was a crystal. Oh my God. It was like, I love those shoes. Okay, so that was the fourth thing I noticed. Okay, then what else did I notice? Lastly, I noticed how Andy, either it's Andy or it's the production that is truly trying to cause a rift between yes, girl, I gotta put it up here, right? I love those shoes myself. Oh, they were so nice. Okay, so I believe that Andy, either it's Andy or the production, they're trying to cause some type of issue between Kyle and her sister, y'all. That's what I feel. I could be wrong, but let me tell you why I feel that way. I don't know if y'all are noticing, and I'm hoping I can put this in the right words, but I feel truly that they are making it like as if, okay, we brought Kathy on the show, and the girls clearly have more respect and more like fear of Kathy for some reason. I guess because she got the most money now, but they feel some kind of way about Kathy versus like, how they treat Kyle, and for them to come on the set, and we know, and everybody, I don't care what nobody say, I feel in my heart of hearts that Kyle does have a level of jealousy for her sister Kathy. Now, not to the point to where she hate her, dislike her, not like that, but just my sister got more money than me, and I'm trying to be like my sister. And then to top it off, when did the production ever make the reunion set look like Kyle's house? Kyle has a nice home. You know what I'm saying? And Kyle's been on the show now for what, 11 all season, right? Her sister just get there one season, and her sister is a off and on, like a guest of the show, as they say, a friend of the girls, as they say. And they make the whole set design after her sister's backyard. Like I'd be like, wait a minute, what about like my house don't look as good as my sister's house? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to say. And I think that they trying to do something. They trying to start something between them so we could catch something on air. That's what I think, y'all. Okay, now let's talk about this reunion situation. So Erica said there's something she can't say. There's some things that she can't say, but later on, as we watch the show, she comes back and she's saying that her attorneys told her they wanted her to get off the show because they were afraid that she could say some things that could be incriminating on the show to her case. And she was like, no, I'm not afraid. I'm not going to run. I'm going to say, speak what I need to speak. I'm going to say what I need to say because I've done nothing wrong. Okay, so if you really feel that you've done nothing wrong, Erica, and you can say whatever it is that you want to say, Erica, why would you say now, from the beginning, that there are some things that you can't talk about? You see what I'm saying? Because if I'm big, bad, and bold, and I ain't did nothing wrong, I'm gonna say what I want to say. Oh, but I'm sorry, there are some things that I can't say. You see what I'm saying? She bites. How do you say that? She need to bite her tongue, is what I'm trying to say. She's talking too much. She want to say and appear to be one way, but she's not. She lies so doggone much. Okay. So then the other side of it is she said, this is the other thing. I picked up. Why is it that Erica, she can never say the word the victims, the two words, the victims. She never says victims. I've noticed that. I know I'm not the only one that's noticed that. Like even in this reunion, she said, and I'm a quote, she said, Andy asked her, what's the biggest misconception out there about her? She said, the biggest misconception is that I'm cold and don't have sympathy and empathy. Okay. Then she says, but anyone who has been wronged, I want them to be made whole. Okay, anyone who's been wronged, you know who's been wronged. But that's what she says. She doesn't say, I want all the victims to be made whole. And we understand, maybe from a legal perspective, if she says the word, I want all the victims or the victims, then that could look some kind of way. It could make her look like, okay, she knows that they're victims. And we want her to say those words. We want her to acknowledge that they are victims. But she just won't do it. So Andy came behind her, which I appreciated. Thank you, Andy Cohen. And he says, he came by and he says, you're talking about the victims of time. And she was like, yeah, yes, I'm talking about the alleged victims. Do y'all hear me? The alleged victims of time's alleged misdoings. This is yet again Miss Erica defending time. Yet again, Erica is defending time. Why? She's still loving. They still in cahoots. They still gonna be together. Girl, you better hold on to that 20 million like your man told you to, so y'all can get back together when all of this stuff blows over in about 3 to 4 years, if he's still living then. Okay. It's a sad, sad situation. Okay. So anyway, she can't say the words. Okay. So then let's talk about the fact that Andy said, well, who all spoke to attorneys about the situation? So Sutton, Crystal, and Kyle spoke to their attorneys. Did Dorit talk to an attorney? I thought she did, but she didn't say she did. So she didn't. I guess she just talked to PK, and PK said everything we wanted to be said on the show. Him and Sutton, of course. So Erica feels that she would be a punk or a coward if she was to run away and not be on the show. Um, but the attorneys are telling her, don't do this, because if you do this, you're going to say some things, and you know these attorneys can take your words and they can twist them, your actions, and they will twist them all around. Like, don't do it. I feel, and I think a lot of other people felt, Erica, you should listen to your attorney's advice. Listen to your attorney's advice. You should have got off the show. I wouldn't have came back. And I mean, because at the end of the day, the people feel like you're guilty anyways. So they're gonna feel like you're guilty no matter what you say to them. You can say whatever you want to say. You guilty. You know, you guilty until you produce the $20 million that's in your account. Until you get that money up to the victims, you're a bad girl. And I mean that in the worst way, not in a nice way. You're a bad girl. Okay. So the attorneys, so they talk. So, and we also know, like weeks ago, we found out about the fact that Ronald Richard had made a comment on IG, and he was there requesting all of the footage from the reunion show, not just the parts we see, but all of it, and not just Ronald Richards. There's the attorney now. I think he's in Los Angeles, and he's fighting for the children. I think of the airplane victims, the orphans whose parents got killed on that plane. He's fighting for their money. And he's now, okay, so you know what? I want all of that too. I want it all too. We're gonna use this against her too. So Erica is like, baby, I can't see her having any more money, for a very long time, because she's gonna be responsible for paying the money back to a lot of people. So anyways, I'm just saying I would have done with what my attorneys asked me to do. I wouldn't be getting on the show. So Andy says, how do you respond to these people who are calling for you to be fired and no longer be on the show? What's your answer to them? Respond to them. She said, and I'm quoting, she said, no, why should I be fired? Why are you presuming I've done something? I'm presuming you've done some things. Okay, let me explain why I'm presuming. And then I would like for y'all to tell me what reasons do y'all think y'all have that she should be fired? I'm gonna give y'all my reasons. So my reason is, number one, there's proof that your man put money into your account. Now, the reason why I want you fired is not because your husband put 20 million into your account. The reason why for me is because you now understand where that 20 million came from, and you refuse to give that 20 million to the people who it's for, who deserves it, and it's not you. Just the fact that you refuse to give back that 20 million, that for me says a whole lot about your character and and the person that you are. And for that reason, I don't want to watch you. And that's how I feel about it. Okay. Now, that's just, that's one good reason for me for her to be fired, y'all. Now, the other thing is, y'all tell me, let's talk about Sutton. So Sutton said that people say that she and Crystal are a lot alike. Y'all know that they're not alike at all. Sutton is very emotional. She's very like, I think she's more open and more out there than Crystal. Maybe Crystal isn't as open and out there because this is her first season on the show, and I guess but Sutton, to me, even Sutton did more and said more than Crystal did her first season. But I think that they're not at all alike. I don't see it. Do y'all see it? Because I don't see it. Tell me if y'all see it. Okay, now Lisa said that Sutton doesn't really have a business. Y'all, I missed that. I didn't know she made that statement on Watch What Happens Live. So she's jealous. Lisa, to me, now Lisa and Erica, to me, both have money problems and they have no money. Okay. But people like Crystal, people like Garcelle, people like Sutton, people like Kyle, and they are the ones that have the money. And actually, Dorit, I gotta put Dorit in there too. So Dorit and Lisa and what's her name, Erica, they struggling financially. They don't have no money, but they are good for coming for the people who do have the money. Which to me, I just sense jealousy there. They're jealous of Sutton. They hate the fact that Sutton has, all name brand stuff, honey. Sutton built a house, honey, and she says, I got my house built. I'm happy. I'm in a very good place and I am happy. And they're not. Lisa is missing her husband, Harry Hamlin, which I never could understand why Lisa never said, I'm going to go spend some time with Harry Hamlin. Or Harry Hamlin never said on the show, honey, are you going to come with me to do my quarantine for them 2 weeks in this beautiful log cabin where we're filming at in Canada? Because I would feel a way if my husband had to leave me for months and he had to go in quarantine in a log cabin and didn't say, babe, come with me and we can afford it. And I'm sure that the people, whoever doing the movie he's in, would pay for it, right? So why would they not? Okay. All right. So that being said, Sutton they showed Sutton and how, remember that time when Lisa had came over and she had met Sutton's daughter. What's her daughter's name? Porter. She met Porter. And Porter was like, so Lisa was like, oh, we got to get the girls together, have a play date with the girls. And in the confessional, Sutton was like, oh, I don't think so. And now she's trying to say that the reason why she said that was because, Porter's, she said Porter's parents were not, Porter wasn't raised with Hollywood parents. That's what she said. That's not a reason. That's not a reason. Lies and garbage. That's not a reason. The real reason is because I think she said on the show at that time something about the way she was raised and how Lisa Rinna taught her children how to do BJs, and she wouldn't teach her daughter that kind of stuff. That was the real reason that she said she wouldn't have her daughter with her. That's the real reason. But she's not saying that, right? Okay, so the next thing is, let me see. So Kyle accused Sutton of almost burning down the house. Baby, it's one thing for you to say, oh, you almost burnt down my house on the TV. But it's a whole nother thing for you to have pictures. Oh, let me show you. Here's what she did. Here, go right here. And then passed it all around to the people who she know don't like her. And you heard Erica was like, what? Oh, what? Oh, let me see that. Oh, you got it. Well, oh, let me see that. Because she looking for anything that's awful and makes Sutton look bad, right? So I felt like Kyle was being really messy because she keeps saying that Sutton is her friend. But every time Sutton does anything that's not right, or that can make Sutton look like a bad person somehow, she shows it to the world. Okay, she makes the world see this is what Sutton did. Y'all know what? I haven't seen that one time yet on this show where Sutton has said, Kyle said such and such a thing to me, Erica. Oh, Lisa, Kyle said such and such a thing. Well, Kyle did such and such. She never, ever throw Kyle or Garcelle, and she never say what none of them say. Okay, so I don't like that and I think next season Sutton gonna be different, y'all. I see Sutton changing after this season. She's gonna start throwing Kyle under the bus and everybody else except Garcelle. Watch, it's coming. Okay, so now Erica, they are talking about people dating, and Erica's like, yeah, she wants a man with a big, you know what. that she can have great sex with. Okay, Erica, get in line. Most people want that. Okay, we understand. And poor you, but here's the thing. I feel like she was getting all of that the whole time she was married to her husband Tom anyway. So she's saying that to try to make it seem like, oh, she's been such a good wife to Tom. Oh, I never cheated on Tom. Even though Tom is 85 years older than me, I never cheated on Tom. We all know that that's not true, Erica. You've cheated on Tom, allegedly. Okay, it was in the papers. You've cheated on Tom. And we know you did. We believe it. We believe you cheated, just like we believe you got them people money. Okay, so once again, you're not going to win with that one. Okay, so now Sutton, let's talk about this. So they asked Sutton about her man. Oh, Sutton, we hear, you broke up, you and your man broke up, whatever, whatever. Okay, but guess what? Here's the thing. Sutton said her man broke up with her, and he said how he did it. He said he just can't. Who do that? How you break up with somebody by saying, what he just walk? He said, Sutton, I need to talk to you. Yeah, honey, what is it? I just can't. And you walk out the door. That don't even sound real. That don't sound right. She left a lot out of that whole conversation. He can't. Now, and then he did it on, was it her birthday? Let me see. He broke up with her. Oh, y'all, I forgot to write it down. Wasn't it on her birthday? And then it made me think, wait, didn't her husband give her divorce papers on their anniversary day? Like, Sutton, be like me and stop celebrating all the holidays and your birthdays and stuff. I don't celebrate all that stuff, and I'm super happy about it. Don't do all of that stuff, and you probably won't get hurt. It seems like you getting hurt on all the important days. Man, that was just too much. When I heard that, I was like, what? Sutton. And she's such a nice lady. I'm like, you know what? I think that men probably aren't sticking with Sutton because Sutton has, I feel, emotional issues. Y'all, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not an attorney. Everything I'm saying is how I feel. I could be 100% wrong, but this is just what I feel. So this is what I'm saying, okay? I feel like she losing her men because she's too doggone emotional. Y'all saw all of the crying she was doing and how emotional she was, and she felt the way. She took everything people were saying the wrong way. She was running away, running out of the party. And I mean, and even Garcelle said she's more hormonal than her teenage boys, her kids. And I'm gonna tell you, with Garcelle with Sutton behaving the way she's behaving, maybe she was going through her menopause and she didn't realize it at first. And maybe that's what the man was experiencing. And he didn't know that she was going through it. And she didn't realize she was going through it until it was too late. You know what I'm saying? And, maybe she didn't want to tell him. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking, y'all. Okay, I'm going to let that go. I'm digressing. Okay. Let me see. What else I was going to say. Does Garcelle talk behind the girls' backs? Let's talk about this. So Garcelle is being accused by Dorit and by Lisa Rinna that she talks behind their backs. Is that true? My answer is yes. She 100% talks behind those girls' backs. And I wouldn't like it either. I agree with Dorit only on that point. She has a problem with not saying what she really feels to their face. But she'll go to her confessional and she'll say everything that she needs to say, that she feels. And it's like, wait, what? Like, why didn't you say that to me when it was going down? Just like they showed her doing it when she was in the confessional. She goes, why did they say that to me? Don't they know I'm Team Sutton? And Dorit said, you should have said that to their faces while you were sitting in that dinner listening to them talk bad about your friend Sutton. Instead of sitting there and smiling and accepting it, you were supposed to say, hey, Let me tell y'all something. I know y'all have y'all own feelings about something, but that's my girl and that's my friend. And I don't want to hear y'all talk bad about her. Not around me. If y'all want me to leave, I'll leave and y'all could do y'all thing. Other than that, can we stop talking bad about my friend? That's what you were supposed to do. Why is it that you don't want to open your mouth, Garcelle? We understand that you made a little breakthrough like a few weeks ago when you cried to them and said how you don't feel accepted. And it makes, they make you feel like you're not accepted and you're trying really hard for them to accept you and you're fighting to be accepted by them. Forget being accepted by them. You have other friends. They're not your one and only group of friends. You have real friends that are very close to you, like Denise Richards. So why are you concerned about being so close to them? Being in their inner circle. I understand it probably comes from your childhood. You was in school and you probably, you were a model. So you're probably around 99% of the models you were working with were whites. You did a lot of white events, you understand? And so now all those times you had to, make yourself, put yourself in the situation and you had to fight to be accepted by these people. You probably had to fight to be chosen to be the model that they wanted because you black. You understand? But guess what? You're grown. You're older than 50. You don't need to be fighting for nobody's acceptance right now. They need to be fighting to accept you. They need to be fighting and saying, no, we want you. We want you. We want to hang out with you. We want to be with you. But as long as you trying to hold back, Garcelle, and you not trying to let them girls see who you really are, and the real Garcelle don't come out, they ain't gonna want you to be in the inner circle. See how ignorant Lisa Rinna was acting on the reunion, y'all? Ignorant. And she always act ignorant. And guess what? She's been on that show ever since she started, acting ignorant. And nobody says anything about it. Garcelle, I'm not saying act ignorant. I'm saying be yourself. Why would you allow Dorit to yell at you on national television? And you don't say nothing but, oh, okay, well, make your point. Excuse me? I can't accept that that's the way you would have behaved if the cameras was down with Dorit. I believe if Dorit would have did that to you and the cameras was down and like she was in your dressing room or in the hallway and she'd have yelled that at you, let me speak. I think you'd have been like, I don't want you to speak. You've been speaking too doggone long and too much already. Shut up. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. See how easy that was? And when I said it, I felt great. Feel good saying it like that. No problem. And that's what you got to do. Put these girls in their place because they're putting you in yours. Lisa Rinna told you on this reunion show, she said, you don't tell me what to say. You don't tell me how to speak. Okay, she had the right to say that to you. She really did. But you also had the right to come back. Now, did you come back? I guess if you want to call that a comeback, you came back. But I just think you could have said so much more. You could have handled that a whole lot better than you did. That's the way I feel. But that's okay. Maybe you're not quick on your feet. Maybe you're not quick to the draw. You're not quick with it. Maybe that's what it is. Not everybody know how to be quick with a comeback. Somebody tell you, oh, your hair look bad. You need to go get your hair done. Your response should be, at least I got hair. Where's yours? Let me see. Take that wig off. Do you have hair? I don't see your edges. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you got to be quick with it, Garcelle. And if you don't know how to be quick, I can teach you. I can teach you. All right. So now let me see what we're going to talk about next. So at the end of it all, Garcelle and Lisa Rinna hugs. They hug it out. Okay. Oh, of course, Lisa Rinna gets up. And notice when she's walking across the stage to go and hug and sit next to Garcelle and try to get things good between them. I think it was Dorit. Can't remember if it was Dorit or if it was Erica that said, oh, she just wants everybody to see her outfit. Yes, girl, she did. I think she did too. But she also was hoping for a moment. Now, let me tell you something, and I could be wrong, but I feel like people like Lisa Renner and Dorit, they do stunts like that because they don't want the black community to be against them. Because Lisa and Dorit have some black fans. Okay, I'm a fan of Dorit's. I am. I'm not a fan of Lisa's, but I'm a fan of Dorit's. I like Dorit. Okay, but guess what? You coming at Garcelle, you screaming and yelling at her. And no, I'm not trying to say I'm picking sides because of race. That's not what I'm doing. Because I like Garcelle as much as I like Dorit. I like them the same. But what I'm saying is, you're wrong for yelling at that woman. That woman didn't yell at you. And so, see, that's the problem. People like Dorit and Lisa Renner and Erica have quickly realized that Garcelle, the black woman, and Sutton, the white woman, are now a team. And guess what? The fans love them the most. So they hate that. That's what they mad about, really. The fans love Garcelle and Sutton. They stole the show this particular season. They stole the show, and everybody loved them. And guess what? That's why they mad. So now we at the reunion show, and we mad with y'all. But see, they're not gonna really say that. And see, when Lisa Renner was saying to Garcelle, "What's the real reason why you coming for me? Why? Say it, say it. What's the real reason?" Garcelle, she said what she said. Okay, fine. But I felt like Garcelle should have said, "You coming for me though." That's why you hyper and you screaming and yelling across this table at this room at me. You coming for me. Why? Because you jealous? Because you jealous because I don't just do the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I got that coming in. I did Coming to America 2 and 1. And I'm now on The Real. So why you come? You have more reasons to come for me, Lisa, than I ever have to come for you. I'm coming for you for what? For Harry, your fake husband? See, I'd have said oh, baby. See, I'd have they don't want me on a reunion show because I'd have called all these skeletons out the closet, me. And we have no allies. We are not allies. I have no allies that on this reunion. And Garcelle went into it knowing that they was coming for her. So she should have been prepared with a whole arsenal of stuff to say to them. But she wasn't. And that's where I fault you, Garcelle. You got to get better prepared for these little chicks. You really do. So lastly, y'all, here comes Miss Kathy. I think that was my last thing. I think I said what I need to say about Erica too, y'all. Let me just make sure. Yep, I did. Okay. So then Kathy comes on. Oh, I got some notes. I bought some notes. Because just in case I forget what I wanted to say, Andy, I have my notes. Okay. Andy says, "Do you recognize where you are, Kathy?" Oh, 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 I don't really. Oh, take a look around. Take a good look. I don't see all that fake, phony showbiz acting stuff that they like to do on these reality shows. I'm not here for it. You can't tell me that Kathy did not recognize that set was set up like her backyard. You can't tell me she didn't recognize it. Kyle recognized it. All the girls recognized it. And now she gets on there and try to say that she didn't recognize her own backyard. Lies and garbage. That's what I'm gonna say. Hey, Kissy. Girl, go ahead on. I like that picture. That lipstick, girl, that's pretty. Okay, so Kissy said, agreed. Renna is jealous of Garcelle just like she was jealous of Denise last year. They're still acting and she's not. Thank you. They are still acting. And Denise, and really I'm gonna tell you when she got mad. Okay, because see, she trying to say that she wasn't mad. Garcelle says, "Why are you coming for me?" Oh, I'm not coming for you. Oh, let me tell you, Lisa, you was coming for her. I knew the moment that Garcelle said to her last week, "I would like for you to bury the hatchet with Denise." I would like you to give Denise a call. Boy, when she said that, that hit Lisa like a ton of bricks. She didn't see that coming out of her mouth. Okay. But she said it. So now Lisa had to, had to handle it. So she was like, it's going to take some time. I'll think about that. I'm gonna seriously think about that. Okay, we know you're not thinking about it because you're jealous of that girl, Denise. You are jealous of that James Bond 007 plan. And what else she was in? Tyler Perry. She was in Tyler Perry. Denise was in a ton of stuff. Now she got the gig doing the show, the Bold and the Beautiful, I think she's in. I can't remember the name of it because I don't watch the soaps, y'all. But I know she's doing a soap, right? And poor Lisa Rinna can't get an acting gig to save her life. More than that, she can't get an acting gig to save her children's life. And every mama gonna do it all to save their children's life. She can't do none of that. Nobody wants to hire Lisa Rinna. And to me, they see Lisa Rinna on this show and they don't like her. And that's probably why she's not getting no acting gigs. They don't like her. Now they see Garcelle on the show. Garcelle is calm. She's cool. Now, hold up. I know what y'all thinking. I was just ragging Garcelle for not acting, not saying what she needs to say. But once again, I never said Garcelle needs to act ignorant. I never said that. But I just need her to come back, snap back. Don't let these girls handle her and like they putting her in her place. Come on, Garcelle. That's all I'm saying. But they are the people, watching them on the show. And guess what? They loving it. They loving Garcelle. And that's why I would not be surprised if Garcelle don't get many more movie offers. I would not be surprised, y'all. So I am so proud of Garcelle. I'm proud of Sutton. So next week we get to entertain. Well, Miss Kathy gets to try to entertain us. I'm gonna put it that way. So Kizzy said Renna's kitchen hasn't been remodeled since 1985. They're broke. Her clothes are in the garage. Designer gowns in the garage. Seriously, they broke. That's what I was saying earlier. She's broke. Dorita's broke. And now Erica is broke. And they kept all the three broke people on the couch next to each other. Support. They needed to support each other. All the broke people was on the couch next to each other. So yeah, that I believe that's 100%. So what I was going to say. But this is all that so here's the thing. Do y'all think that Erica should quit the show? I know they're about to start filming, or maybe they already started, or they're starting next week filming. I can't remember. But do y'all think that she should not film? Should she quit? My answer is a big old yes. She should quit. Because I'm gonna tell you, if she don't quit, I'm quitting. If she don't quit, I'm quitting. I'm quitting watching. So I'm not going to be talking about the Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm telling y'all, I don't care what's going on. I'm not watching. I said it on my Instagram, and everybody chimed in. It was like, I'm not watching. I'm not watching. I agree with you. I'm not watching. And there you have it. We are not watching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills no more. And yes, okay. All right. So yes, she should quit. And I think she should quit too. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm at 43 minutes, almost 45. So thank you guys for watching. I'm keeping it short, keeping it brief today because I said earlier I was in a lot of pain, and I am. What I was going to say. Thank y'all for tuning in. And for the other ones, I know y'all gonna catch me later. Y'all like to do the recaps, which is fine with me. Long as y'all watching, I'm happy. Okay. It don't have to be right now. It could be later. So please hit the like on for this one. Hit the thumbs up, please. Share this video, please. And subscribe if y'all have not subscribed, please. I'm trying to get my subscription up. Thank you guys. And I will see you guys when? Today is Thursday. So I'm going to see y'all Monday for the Potomac. And I'm this time Monday, y'all, I'm gonna do Potomac, and I think and I'm also gonna do Salt Lake City because I like Salt Lake City. I'm starting to like that show. It's different than it was before. Okay. Um, Thank you. Oh, I love your hair color. That is so pretty. I like that. That really brings you out. I like when y'all send me messages, I get to see the y'all pictures, and I love seeing y'all pictures because y'all know I'm a hairstylist by license. And so when I see y'all pictures like this, it makes me like, oh, I like that. I love seeing how people dress and their styles and stuff like that. So that's cool. So thank you so much. What is it? BP66 lentil. Okay. You're gonna have to one day you have to tell me what that BP66 stands for. But I'm sorry that you missed my show, BP66. I'll be back. What I said? Monday. I'm getting too old, y'all. See y'all Monday. We're gonna talk about Potomac and we're gonna talk about Utah, Salt Lake City. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all later. Bye.